This is a lot closer to how I play Treeboat song. I detune the E string from E to D, and then I play on the right hand 6, 2, 3, 4. Then I take my third finger off and I play string 2 fret 1 and play that. So if you didn't take your finger off on the D chord, it would be 6, 2, 3, 4, 2. Watch that left hand there. 6, 2, 3, 4, and then string 2 fret 1. Right hand, thumb, middle, index, thumb, middle. P, M, I, P, M. And if you can do that, you can do pretty much all the chords. That's D done. And for those who like theory and describing what is going on or what you're doing, we have a D chord and then we have basically a C over D, or D followed by C with a D pedal. And aim to play nice and smoothly, even if I don't all the time. And one extra thing, although I plant my fingers a lot because resting the fingers to prepare them is often a good thing, you have to be careful because it can produce, you know, if you're not careful, you'll get that kind of thing. You need to have a constant string of notes, flow. So think of the string as being struck by the finger of the right hand rather than resting and then plucking. Sometimes when the pattern begins, I will put my middle finger down because it helps with the thumb. The car is incredibly hot, so I will be wiping my head, but that's the first one. Next chord is a C with an added D, with an added ninth. So I play a C major chord, can you see there, string 2 fret 1, string 4 fret 2, string 3 fret 5, take my middle finger off, and then I play 5, 2, 3, 4, 2. Let's get rid of that buzz. That was the back of my third finger, it was touching the D string. The G chord, because of the drop D, is now adjusted to this. So we've got string 6 fret 5 to make the G, string 2 fret 3, and then the right hand is playing 6, 2, 3, 4, 2, 6, 2, 3, 4, 2, and that alternation of the thumb there is central to the whole piece. Back to D. You don't have to play the C all the time. I don't. I play it at the start of the song and then later on I drop it out. Nothing more until the chorus, which is F, string 2 fret 1, string 3 fret 2, string 4 fret 3, and string 6 fret 3 if you're doing it in drop D. So the chorus goes, we rode, so that's 6, 2, 3, 4, 2 again. And then on the end of it, instead of playing 2, I play 2 and 3 together, and I take off the stopped fingers on the left hand to expose a G there. Then briefly, E minor, which in this tuning is string 6 fret 2, and open strings 2 and 3, so 6, 2 and 3. And finally, A7 sus4, which is open 5th, string 4 fret 2, string 3 open, and string 2 fret 3. And I strum that. And generally I will either play thumb, index, middle ring, planting this time, and peeling them off one at a time quickly. So here, the speed of that is up to you, or I will just drag through with my thumb and use the first string as a rest, as a stop, so to do a rest stroke. Wouldn't hurt to do all 5. Nice. I'm brought up in the folk tradition, which is a cross between folk and jazz in a way, so when you feel the need to change something, do. And if you want to change the key, doesn't matter. If you want to play straightforward strumming chords, do it. You don't want to play D there, well, play somewhere else. D, C, G. One of the features of the song that I like is the use of fifths and missing thirds. So on the D chord there, you will not hear an F sharp. On the C, no third. G also. When we get to the chorus, we finally actually have a major chord with a third in it, the F. And the same for the G. Sometimes I will play an E minor 7, so I will put my little finger on string 2 fret 3 when you play the E minor, and that joins nicely into A7 sus 4. So we have this common note. And as many of you will know, in music, 2 things that are very satisfying are a note shared between 2 chords or 2 voices. You could play any 2 chords as long as there was a common note, there would be something satisfying about it. And what's the other thing I was going to say? Oh, contrary motion, yeah. So watch out for that in pieces. Listen to the bass line and see if the melody is going the opposite direction. And it also counts, cyclist, also counts if the bass note is not changing and the melody's moving, which is why pedal notes or repeating or long notes in the bass while everything else happens are so satisfying. It's just one of the things our ears really like, compared to lines. One doesn't move, one does. And that counts as contrary motion as well, because relative to that is moving. You know what I'm saying. So there's a lot of that in the song, and that's it. One last thing, I'd recommend learn the song. If you like it, learn the song, sing the tune, learn the words, and then learn the chords, and then try putting them together separately. I always put them together as I went along, but it's worth experimenting. The guitar is getting incredibly wet, so I must stop now. I hope that helped you. Do message me and let me know.